Chris, what is that?
Yeah, go by many names.
Is it anything?
I have a lot of usernames.
Oh, the broad.
The creating one. The great elder one. That's also one of the names. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa. How do you do?
Even.
That's right.
Daddy, when game 2 immediately, bro.
Oh nah, why'd you roll like that? Nah, Angel, that was sus. That was sus.
What do you mean that was sus?
Did you not see how he rolled that? He went like this.
Oh my God. I don't care, bro.
What's going on? Playing a game?
I guess they are. You trying to do that?
Let's go, man. Mainly with Kobe.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be still open until 7 or 8. I'm sure they're gonna be here until that time as well.
What's one thing?
Good.
Oh, I could be anything. Believe me, I go for a lot of things. That's why we said Armenia. I know it's not that much. The whole sea bit. No, but I'm saying like geographically, all of those people were like, what do you call it, one time were connected. The whole Russian community. Yeah, that was all. I'm talking about like that sense.
Crazy time.
Yeah, so like all they all speak Russian. Like I know Armenian have their own language.
It negates the effect.
Yes. All the words and everyone ends in Yan, the last name. Yeah, I know the whole thing.
That's what it means.
I'm sure. I've heard a lot of this music.
Ready, Kevin? No.
I'm surprised that like I did it.
I didn't expect you.
What? What's wrong? To what? Yeah. Years ago. No, it's that total. I go over here. He was out here. Huh? How far do you live? Is that less?
You good.
I live all the West Bowl from Canarsie with the Eltron. I could walk from here to the downtown.
Huh?
Alright.
It's the Mitsurugi card that's like.
It's actually not that bad as well. All you gotta do is have a music and barely 4 orders walking and then that's it. Next thing you know, you're already halfway there. And it's been like what, 30 minutes?
I'm changing. I'm making this, but I'm just changing the time.
Basically.
Yeah. Just know exactly what it means. You just know what? That's a good one. Think about that shit.
That's one way to.
Oh, nah.
Chill.
Nah, you fucked up. You fucked up.
You're wildin'.
Nah, bro, what you doing? Go on the moon, bro. You get it. It's fine.
Can we have this?
Game done, bro.
What you mean game done?
Game done.
He took the bus anyway, so
Rich.
he took the bus.
Oh yeah, well he does have ulti savings.
Exactly.
You are pretty rich.
He took the bus. What do you mean if you're poor?
If I was rich, I'll take you.
That's extra rich. He's rich to afford the bus. If you're poor, you can't afford it. If you were poor, you'd be walking. You took the bus and you go.
Oh my god, man! I keep misplaying. It's okay.
You go back on the Gin Buster, bro.
What you mean? Go back on the gym bus station? God damn! I keep misplaying. It's okay.
And QCR rich.
OT can't
Link one toxic, bro.
I never say you did it. You have it, right? Huh? You still own it in your possession. It doesn't matter if you own it or not. The fact that you own it, you're rich. Huh?
You can have these too.
I'm good. I mean, you're right, but you know, I'd rather I was wrong.
That's my favorite car.
If I have some of the OT or something, just shut it down.
Yeah.
Yo, I thought it would be 2 seconds. Huh? I thought that was the 2 seconds. Yeah. And then I looked and I saw. Is that what?
He's just said, every car does something, which is not good.
Take your hearing thing.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Alright.
Check this.
Is that one pass? This ain't no slow grading.
What do I know in hand?
Huh?
What do I know in hand? Can I see the light twin that I know?
This is
Ryzeal?
actually
Yeah.
huge.
Oh, I guess he's reading the stuff.
It's still your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. Anyone?
You're good.
That's so ass to do, bro. The fuck?
Target? You discard him as right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special.
I see your break.
Dang, evenly matched, bro.
Yeah, I was being back in there.
I mean, I know you got drop one in there. I already know.
Yo, chill.
Nah, I know.
Chill. You don't know.
That's a signature combo. Evenly droplet, right?
You don't know.
I
got
do
it.
know. It's literally a part of that deck, bro. Anyone playing this shit always plays droplet.
Pass me.
The fuck?
Weak. There we go. Much better.
Yo,
Labyrinth.
Wilbur was saying that I got the lab in my veins because I keep playing like so. Oh, he was there. You heard him. You heard him. I think.
Nah, I don't think I heard that.
Oh, you wasn't there? No.
Because you keep what?
Effect.
I think we opened some. Is that my name? No. Anything? Let me control call.
Yeah, that'd be my last day, so next week.
Okay. Dog? Anything?
The fuck?
No, I'll be home. I lost my sister.
Should we?
Take care. When I special these back, do they have to be pointing to a link zone?
No. Something from Great.
It's only when I link into something it has to be linked, co-linked something.
Or somewhere from the extra deck, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, what's up?
Chain one to draw one.
Yo.
Uh,
You there? You good? What happened? Oh, okay, I can't really talk about that right now. Take care, yeah?
Let me try everything. Pass. Yeah.
Someone back to make him get what? Maybe no one? Troublesome.
Let me read Sunny Snitch.
I do control. He's holding it right now.
Why? Why is it rare?
So what happens if you control that shit?
Anytime he normal special summons, I gain 2, he loses 2.
Yeah, that.
Still my main.
Yeah.
Ascension?
Place 2 light face up. Anything? Activate to set. Anything?
Oh, res, anything?
Activate. Sure. Send for call. Good.
That's fine.
So did
Yeah.
you, my boy.
And the
So
good.
did you. Anything?
A masquerade?
Sure.
I didn't know. Oh, that. Anything else on it? I mean,
Res, anything? Chain 1. Chain 2, thinking on target. On Buster?
Damn, you don't want to burn them? I don't burn them.
What do you mean? This automatically
No, what I'm saying is I think Gene Buster burns him as well. Or am I all bullshit?
Oh, it does. I forgot it does that. I don't even pay attention. What was that?
Huh?
What was that? Oh, okay.
return that to your hand.
It made no sense. She was baited either way.
Special summon blue eyes from deck. Link Maiden.
Sure.
Special move?
Equip blue eyes, ultimate to blue eyes. Anything? Two. Anything? Alright, my boy.
Effector attach? On summon?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cross?
It has nothing on placement, right? You have to initiate it.
Anything?
Nothing on placement yet.
Fuck.
Alright, use 2 lights to set. I'm gonna
You want some defense?
Mausoleum, target maiden.
One target,
No
2 draw.
target. Little target. Let's see something.
Special effect?
Sure.
So I'll target this, effect activates since she was targeted by effect. Targeting this claw, so since she was targeted by effect, just send the blue eyes or level 1 light to her. So bringing out blue eyes. I'm gonna synchro summon into my second spirit dragon. Anything? Did you get it cooked? Then I'll respond. Then I'll actually anything?
People yelling down there.
It's toxic.
Yeah. Don't know. Something about
Chaos
chaos
Snap,
sometime
so blue eyes
something
ultimate,
time
then
like
use
that.
deck.
3 hours. There.
Hmm?
I heard
And
3
I'll
hours
summon
someone yelling.
Dragon Master Body.
They've been yelling for 3 hours.
That's what they were saying when they was yelling.
Something
By
about some
returning
guy not
Chaos
knowing
Max
something.
Dragon. And Blue Eyes Ultimate
I don't know.
Shuffling it back to the deck.
I mean, it's just management trouble.
Yeah, bro.
There you go.
GG? Okay.
You have full power, full field.
Special effect? I mean, normal effect.
Kill him.
Effect? Set.
What if Star Ryzeal could set from graveyard?
What did you say?
What if Star Ryzeal could set from graveyard?
I think Yu-Gi-Oh would not.
I don't think that's true, but it'd be a little bit better.
It'd be a little bit better
Yeah.
if Star Ryzeal could set from graveyard.
Yeah.
Why?
Could recycle cross.
Just you wait until I get my Mitsubishi Ryzeal fire. Alright?
Okay.
And I'll
No?
show you.
You know what? Okay. Then you'll super duper deluxe lose to draw.
Also, yeah, he check life.
It's okay, who
This
plays
is
Joe?
very different, right?
Oh, it's
that's
okay.
something.
That's why I have my fire key, you know?
Next.
I'll do that.
With
Summoned
X.
X, search,
Just
whatever.
one, yeah,
Full-
node was
or-
two.
okay,
I attempted to do this, but you didn't.
Negated,
this.
yeah.
So it's 3, 4, 5. So I said,
And I took 15 for that.
yeah. So this, you say you took 15?
Yeah, from strike. Because I striked your.
Okay, so that's 5 summons, so I have 7,000. And then you
Huh?
What if Shrug?
9,000
Detonated something.
Oh, that's valid.
minus the 15 is 75.
You're nasty with it. Struck the detonator summon. And then you got rid of cross as well. Ooh. Yeah, I like this.
I feel like a second one of these will come
Yo,
up
he
more.
beating your
Yeah,
ass.
battle.
What do you think?
Sure.
Why didn't he make that heavy? Why didn't he make that heavy?
No, it's valid. Like, a lot of times how Ryzeal plays, I mean, I don't know if it's correct.
Why didn't he like go into the exit? I just don't understand. He has 3 on board.
I don't know. It smells like an Exiton angle, but I don't know.
Oh, but he does have the launch renegade. So if you want to exit time, you're just gonna get it.
Okay.
What was that? What was OG?
So I guess that's the negate he's trying to play around.
No, that's the second.
Yeah, OG 9. Not even OG. Yeah, no, OG.
No one has to read. No one has to read.
Rich. Charmy Wallows.
Do you have more Charlie for Wallows?
At home. Keeping them. It's not bad.
You have it?
I'm not using them. I have 2. No, I'm not using one. I'm not changing my mind. I'm holding on to them.
Me too. What are you thinking before the battle?
I'm on the fence about it.
Now you go.
Oh, come on.
Yo, chill. Why do you
Oh,
look at
God,
Why you
God.
look
The moment you hesitate, I'm like, okay, that means you have something. I forgot about the Fiendsmith. It didn't do anything till the beginning. It's trash, yeah.
Bobby negate.
So,
Can Bobby negate Wallows? Negate.
Bro, I misplayed so bad on the fucking first one. I could have had a lot more on board.
What'd you do wrong?
I didn't fucking special the kiss kill from my hand.
to draw?
Did he tell you how he does rate input instead of lightning?
Cool.
Yes, you told me already.
It's okay, you know, one less misplay per week. That's how I like it. That's how I want it.
Okay.
That's fine.
3 round locals.
I still won. Continue back. How one is away?
Are you right?
We've been getting less and less people for a while too. Like I saw.
Yeah, I've noticed this.
I wonder why.
because the game is kind of in an ass spot right now
Okay,
when it
but
comes to affordability.
I'm not really.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Ryzeal is kind of a budget pick. You know, just don't play 7 Tachyon.
Nice,
Don't play 7 Tachyon. Everything else is so good. Am I wrong?
So basically, what you're saying is plain inconsistent.
I mean, the engine is
toxic.
great. You can
I'm
substitute
toxic?
for other
Yo,
things.
we played
You
this
can
try-hard
play
deck for,
Ryzeal
bro.
for other reasons.
This is
You
not
can play
try hard.
Ryzeal.
Super try hard,
No,
bro.
this is like basic.
You can play
Nah,
Ryzeal
bro.
or I don't know, you can play
setting or reciting?
Malice. You won't be able to afford March here, but like you're still
I don't care, it don't matter to
Malice.
me.
Like Malice was great before March here. It's still it's great with what?
No side.
But Malice was good before March here.
It was,
So I get
but
to
the
it, no
ban
slide.
has hit the consistency quite
When March here isn't a consistency card though, it's an extended.
Oh, yes, it is. That's still a malice. You can still use that to
That's
go
true.
into the link 3 malice.
Okay, well, you know, for Ryzeal, you know, you could do, there's like a bunch of variants, you know.
Look, I'm not saying that the decks are dead without the new support, but they are severely hampered.
Sure. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff you could play with that budget, like, let's see.
No, you're right. I'm not saying there isn't.
Fire Yu-Gi-Oh!
The problem is, yeah, the decks are cheap. Yu-Gi-Oh's been doing this thing for a while, where the decks are cheap. However, the staples and what is it, the
is that
cards
my man?
around it are what's expensive.
But,
Staples and engines, there we go. That's what's expensive these days.
Mandatory effect.
it's like
Says you cannot
Impulse and
respond to the
Tachyon,
activation.
that's it.
Fiendsmith engine as well if you want to play
What does
that.
that say?
You don't need track. That's the only expensive card.
You can activate cards or effects in response to the activation of continuous trap cards or their effects this turn.
Lacrima's like fucking 40. Lacrima's like
Effect. Banishes, it takes 2 continuous traps, Argostar moves, puts them face up in the back row.
And then you can't activate those, right?
Huh?
And then you can't activate those? Is that
I
what
can't.
it is?
No, it's saying that you can't respond to the activation
Oh.
or their effects.
more Lacrimas, and I told myself, no, I don't need them. You know, pick them up at like 3, 4. But yeah, Lacrima went up. What's it? Sequence is up to like 20 now as well.
I like almost 32. Not exactly 40, but yeah.
You home stadium?
Yeah, of course, but like, again, you don't need the.
Pay 1,000 to add
Still a lot of
Argostar's
people
cards
stuff.
with banishment or grave to add.
Like, you got Crystron, Fire King, Mermail.
I'm not saying even Horus shit.
Lightning effect,
Horus?
Horus.
Who's playing
discard,
Horus Crystron.
and then I can summon and then add
Oh,
an
okay.
Argostar's card from that ban.
I mean, sure, but it depends on the definition of budget. Like, sure, it's not $50 budget, but it's like $120 budget. You should be fine.
Here's the problem, yeah.
And then also, if you have like basic staples, which you should, especially since everything was reprinted in Blue Eyes.
And activate the priority picks nicely,
I don't think you
adds one to hand. And if I have a banished one, I can almost summon it.
happening with the quality of staples. They've been printing out the old staples very slowly, making it so that decks that are more recent can play through things like impermanent ash very
Card effect,
easily.
just reveal I can switch to summon
Replacing
it,
them
and return a
with new
continuous trap.
staples that are more omnipresent and more
Impulse?
steady. Impulse, what is it?
Banish,
Because that doesn't
I
play
can
into, what is it?
set a
Thrust,
continuous trap,
like
deactivate it this turn.
what is
So
it?
this-
Thrust, what is it? The other one, Purge as well. And then you've got, of course, the Charms.
But there's like
Explicitly
Blue Eyes got
powerful.
reprinted, Pearl's probably getting reprinted soon.
Corellia did get
And
reprinted, but
get
it's
probably
still
get
like
reprinted
50.
again. I mean, again, it's probably gonna be in like, I think so.
No.
Masquerade?
I think
I
so.
think it's going to be in 2 different sets printed within the same year.
Okay, maybe in tins.
Maybe. Hopefully in tins.
Yeah, and like yeah, the Dominus cards are pretty crazy, but one, they will get reprinted eventually, and 2, even though like yes, they're better than Asher and Perm, they're
That's hand, right?
Saying
Yes,
that
and
they
yeah,
will
I
get
put it
Okay.
back.
printed
Okay.
eventually. So if I'm a player that doesn't want to spend like
Yeah, there's enough water
fucking
there.
2
Oh,
to
shit,
3
no.
weeks pay on a
Okay.
deck, yeah.
2 to 3 weeks pay on a deck. What deck?
It's not
is that?
chocolate, it was pot. Put it back in pot.
What do you think?
Okay, well I work part time, so you know I don't think that applies. Like if you're
What
an
I'm
adult
saying
working
is,
full
if you're
time
an
job,
adult, yeah, working a full-time job,
then that's not 2 to 3 weeks. Okay.
after bills,
Same to you.
You mean okay? If you yeah.
what? You think the
Effect,
world
set.
stops because you want to buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Okay, that's
Come on.
well. Even you don't need to play the top pick though. Like you play Impulse.
Special?
I
Yeah.
don't play Impulse. I'm doing fine.
Okay.
So you don't need it.
You good? Anything? No response?
I'm not saying you need the cards.
No, they're good, but like if you're playing at a local level, you don't need them. If you go to a YCS, then sure, if you do not have impulse, you will do worse than someone who does have impulse. But if you're at a local level, which is where most people play, like, you don't really need impulse. If you're competitive, if you're going to competitive events, then sure you need it.
That doesn't change the fact that this game is very gatekeeping expensive.
I guess. Honestly, it's better than some other games, like for example, Magic. I really do think so, because they're...
Specifically EDH and nothing else.
No, not even EDH. Standard
Effect
is
attach.
pretty expensive too. They stopped printing their equivalent of structure decks. They used to do yearly, like, I forgot what the deck was called, but I remember getting some, they were like $30. They just reprinted the meta of that year. They don't do that anymore. And like they don't do MSRP anymore, so
Like I said,
They just don't have MSRP.
they don't do
price.
MSRP anymore, so
That's
they
actually
get to go like
ridiculous.
some commander pre-cons, right? We used to be like $30.
I know, I remember.
They're like 70, 80.
I've seen that.
Mhm.
I think that's ridiculous.
And again, those are for Magic, and even when they do get
Do it
rid
on
of it, still,
effect.
they go down from like
good.
$200 to $50.
No,
so
I'm
quite a
like,
bit then.
I know I'm stupid about that shit.
So honestly speaking, money-wise, honestly is better than some other games.
By some other games, you mean specifically Magic.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you want to make the very poor decision of playing Magic.
Yeah, I guess One Piece is probably cheaper, I imagine,
One
because they
Piece
reprint
is cheaper.
They reprint everything. In like,
Pokemon is dirt.
oh, I know.
Okay.
Pokemon gets to be dirt because people are gonna buy it regardless.
No, you're right. That's the thing. People buy it all, a bunch of it just to collect, and they actually have good rarity distributions on
Because of that.
Well, no, it's not because of that. It's because they choose to.
No, they choose to do it because they don't need to make like, I don't know, the newest
No,
meta
they've been doing
card.
that from the start, even before Pokemon exploded.
I mean, you good as that Yoshiji too.
Yeah.
I guess he's fucking.
Yeah. They just fuck us. That is correct.
Alright. No, what I don't understand is, for example, who's like, Greg, for example, right? Like, how come he doesn't come anymore? I don't think that's because of price.
He might be busy.
That's true.
He's a teacher. He's got to teach.
Alright, it is final season, I suppose.
yeah, I fucked up.
I mean, he's just not enjoying
Check
it
out of that.
where it is right now, and I couldn't blame him for that either.
Almost over already?
Yes, you did. He's on the stage.
Effect to attach.
Yeah, Wasteland still gets a ton of people. I don't know how do they get more than that?
Pricing's better.
That's true. You get a box if you win there?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If I could stay till round 4, maybe I would.
Fucking 5 or 6 rounds.
5 or 6 rounds?
You have to go G, was it?
Let's see if Gamer's Choice has Cashier Theosis.
You're gonna have to order that shit. I'm so serious.
Let's see.
Instead of just buying random packs for a week.
Hey, I didn't buy packs today. I took the advice on how to buy packs.
I saw you spend like, what is it, $29 on like random random packs and stuff.
Sure.
Yep.
It's yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I said now I made the decision to no longer just buy random packs.
But the cards are good.
So does this do anything?
If you activate a card or effect, I can summon it and bounce one card on the field.
Also, I refuse to accept the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like in the same train. Like summon and bounce all at once.
Like that's
Sorry.
And then while it's in the monster zone, I can put it back.
It's just incorrect.
This says if a card for continuous trap gets put back from monster to spell trap, I can target
When
one
were
card,
those staple?
negate it
When
to
were those
the
staples
turn.
originally printed?
And when I summon it, you take 500.
Yeah.
Or one is summoned. You take 500.
Without staples, it's very obvious what they're doing. There's a world in which we might see Ash Blossom hit at some point because
my
they
name.
printed things
Yeah.
like her. Because they printed
Secret password.
And what that does
Lets
is
me add a
Yeah,
Like
that's
turn.
already snatch,
what
right?
that does is it narrows their
You go.
design limitations. Now they don't have to worry. It actually makes deck building a lot more interesting if they were to hit something like Ash.
Well, here's the thing, right? If they do that, I don't mind it as long as something
Anyway.
becomes as accessible as that. Right now,
It's not gonna be for some time.
for some time, sure, but I'm saying by the time
Which
they
end?
try to say hit Ash or hit Imperm,
Why would they do that?
huh?
If they were going to hit Ash or hit Imperm, what they would do first is say, hey,
Lost that.
we've hit these cards. And then everybody would clamor to get those specific new cards that could possibly replace them. And you know what happens? You know what happens then? The economy makes money.
Yeah, that's true, but like, I feel like that would be such, I mean, no. they would lose a bunch of players for that.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's
I
why I
do
don't
think
think they would do. I don't think they would lose a significant amount of like the mid core players. So that's why I don't think they would do it. Like they might lose a couple thousand.
Moreover, here's what I don't think you understand. Konami doesn't give that much of a fuck about us.
I don't know. I feel like if they lose too many players, they would.
I agree.
So they wouldn't really get that crazy. Like they hit the staples like Astro 634. Yeah, they would lose too many, and they still need to keep sizable player base. Because they do make a lot of money on BBL.
No, they do.
He could be targeted?
Distribution is a
Hmm?
bitch when it
He could be
comes to
targeted?
trading card
Yeah.
games. And it's only about to get worse.
No, so find that dragon at the
Them niggas, nah, they got onshore printing.
You know what?
They got onshore printing facilities, we're fine.
Chain targeting
tariffs,
itself.
but
Now, tariffs on trading, but that would be totally low.
if we didn't have onshore printing,
$10 back.
I would not play this game. I would not.
I would put in the same buy.
I'll chain target himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing about it is,
And this gets
if the
negated, right?
prices of packs went up,
You have to choose something.
tournaments would be more
How does this work with the
expensive.
trap? So you can't put this back
Everything
then.
would become more
Oh,
expensive.
and then so would the same.
True light here?
Because you have to open the pack.
Does it go to the back row immediately?
I have no idea. Chris, do you know?
What?
If I forbidden droplet I negate that, does that stay in the field or does that go in the spell and trap zone?
It stays on the field.
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, so quick one ultimate.
Is it plug in? Target detonator?
They're not. It's actually really funny. I was thinking about an old set that was printed was it way back when? Flames of Destruction? And it's actually insane what they did within that set. They printed infinite impermanence in that set. A secret rare, yeah. And in that same set, they printed this wonderful card, common rare. You know what card it is?
Dragon?
Called by the Grave.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yes, but do you want to know
Effect to attach.
the ulterior motive that they had there was extremely sinister,
Okay, what is it?
and it worked.
Okay, what's the ultimate motive?
Call by the Grave is accessible and everybody can have it, yeah? And I print infinite impermanence.
That's about?
A hand trap that is notoriously what?
That's fine.
What?
What is Imperm's relation to Call by the Grave?
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
So you give everybody else access to Call by the Grave, so that monster-based hand traps become less powerful, and you print the solution within the very same set.
Second spirit dragon.
Now you need 3 Imperms.
I mean,
Or else
yeah,
you
you
might
can't
get
make-
called by the grave.
yeah, that's true. You can't really replace it with available damage.
Exactly.
Card.
Yo, that's not, oh well, that's fucking sinister. I didn't even notice what they did there before. I was just thinking about it one day and I'm like, holy shit. They weren't doing us a favor with Call by the Grave as a common. That was all by design. Shit.
Anything?
You're good.
Effect. It dumps for post. Anything?
This.
Come on, you don't want to give them some cards?
Throwing a snail at face.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Chris? If they lose something so stupid that they lose a significant chunk of players, you know, it's their loss ultimately.
I mean, yeah,
Because
but not really.
it is really, because here's the thing: if you have what, like 150, 180,000 concurrent players annually, I think.
Master duel.
Huh? Not kind of master, I'm kind of paper play. Just paper play, right? So let's say there's something stupid. Let's say 6 months from now, they hit Imperm Ash Nibiru, right? So you have to buy it. And Impulse hasn't been reprinted. Impulse jump spikes even higher now. It's at like $180, which probably isn't unrealistic if it hasn't been reprinted and they hit the other staples, right? It'll probably be a $180 card, right? So now you have to buy Impulse or you have to buy Purge, something like that. They would lose, let's say.
Okay, see, here's the thing: have to buy Impulse or have to buy Purge isn't even a reasonable thing, because certain decks actually just can't play those in the same way that they
Right.
play.
Well, so my point is that they would lose quite a bit of players, and the amount of players left that would, buy those cards probably isn't enough to make up for the thousands that they would lose that just buy packs.
Hear me out.
Mhm.
I don't think that you've been playing at certain times when this game has been criminally fucking bad. When this game gets really fucking bad when it comes to price, there's still people that pay for the shit.
When did it get so bad? Like as I'm describing.
Tell that format
When was this?
way back.
When?
2008.
Okay, and how was the attendance?
Still
Yeah.
a lot of fucking people.
Okay.
KG was hopping.
On attack
No, I'm
decoration.
serious. Like there was
Right
like,
in?
you would
What does it
come
do?
here, they have weekday
Discard one,
I was
summon,
wondering
and
why
Argostar
they play
card.
Sure.
The deck was like. This is 300s. 275 actually. Really.
Attack deck. Put it back.
I want to say.
What does it do?
like,
Just puts it back.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, and then this will just I'll just target to negate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can still attack, right?
Yeah.
Budget.
That was a tier 0 deck, sir.
What about budget?
That was a
And
tier 0
use
deck.
this before
then
damage
here's my
calc,
question. What about like budget option?
and I can make one monster attack 0 to end the turn.
We're not playing.
We're not playing.
We're not.
Guaranteed loss.
We're not playing.
Guaranteed loss.
Guaranteed loss.
Me too.
What was that? And then we're still
So
alive.
right here in King's game, right? What was everybody?
You saw that
on average,
RKO,
how many teledax?
What's
that?
it?
The
I don't remember
AA
the actual
RKO,
numbers. I
they
was
built it
playing
at
a lot of that at that time.
But like
That's
percentage
what-
wise.
I think I remember that. I
Would
wasn't
you
like
say
s-
half were playing teledax, half were not playing
That
teledax?
was actually pretty cool.
Let's say yeah, half sounds about right.
Half. Then that's half, 50% of people. So that's 10 people in a 20-team tournament that paid $1,800.
Draw phase,
Okay,
nicely.
damn, I don't know.
To add, and if I
Maybe
control a
one
managed
other
one,
would
or if
do-
this one is managed, I can normal summon it.
They just kinda said, 'cause
I'll
I
chain
think
Ario,
they could make more
put it back in the
money
back
if they
row.
weren't cringe.
I agree.
Like I still don't understand the fact of why they like make tier 0 or like just singular 1 or 2 tier 1 decks, right? Where for example, if you made multiple decks viable, right? Instead of people buying a set for 1 or 2 decks,
Effect.
more people
Is
would
it
buy a set
last one?
because it would support 3 or 4, so you
still
get
my
more
man?
money.
No. Because that's not the way people work.
Okay, how?
Home stadium.
Usually,
What does it do?
Add a graveyard
one
advantage to
deck that
Argostar's
is
card.
above the rest that are released in a set.
Okay.
People are going to deviate more towards the strategy that gives them the higher chance of winning.
Okay.
That's why they force, hey, yo, look, here are the best decks of the format. Here are 2 decks. And they work to balance the format around those decks and balance sales around those. Those decks. It's easier money for them. It's more predictable. Because if they overtune cards, they know what's going to sell and they can plan accordingly.
Okay. But like, I'm not saying don't make like 1 or 2 super strong decks. I'm just saying make other multiple viable options that maybe aren't tier 1 but are probably like tier 2, and also support them. So if you do that, you also get money from the people who don't play Magic, which is still like a considerable chunk. Because not everybody can
But
afford
then
the
you
amount
spread
of smart
yourself
shares.
too thin. Then you spread yourself.
That what?
You would just make more money.
Really?
Spread yourself.
How?
Lightning.
Who are you
What does it
catering
do?
to? When you're
Special,
catering
right?
to the
Special and
good
add, yeah.
meta decks, yeah. You're catering towards the meta players that are going to buy and play on any
And
deck.
those are still, those people are still gonna buy the set. Okay.
you're catering to which is the meta version of what you're playing, yeah. If you're creating an extremely wide format with a ton of different decks that you have available to play, who are you catering to?
I mean, there's still gonna be like one or two best decks, so the meta players are still gonna get that.
Complete it and then play, you know.
They're still gonna play that, or they might play something else.
Just one more of these. And one more of these.
But having more options means there's less concentration of these.
Sure, but that also means that the average like mid-core player is more likely to buy some packs instead of some singles
Well,
because
then-
their deck is probably supported.
Okay,
Like a secret?
let me simplify
Yeah.
this for you. If they overdo certain cards in certain decks,
Oh, then they went up.
balance. For the next set
you
of
bought
lines
those
inside, when they're planning rarities, what do you think they're going to do for the cards that are going to be for those strategies if they want to make money?
No, you're good.
You see, you get it.
Yeah, but like that doesn't change what I'm playing.
So you really think they're
And
going
you
to
added
make
this to
more
him,
money?
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
copy,
believe that they would make more money
It's a solve
by
for the
having
term.
Okay.
more viable decks and printing support for those viable decks. They don't have to make them commons. They can make them ultras. It's fine if it's like $10. If it's a $10 ultra, it's a $15 ultra.
Okay,
It's fine.
here's the thing.
That's still
Here's
not
the
too
thing.
bad.
You spread yourself too thin. There's too many different decks that are at the same or similar power levels. Yeah. What ends up happening is you've got people who deviate towards the cheaper decks. Yeah. You've got people who deviate towards the more expensive decks.
Wait, hold on.
People
Shit.
want to feel like they're getting their money's worth for what they pay.
Okay. I need to go. This one's escaping.
You keep saying okay, but are you actually listening?
Well, are you saying, so your point is that the people that deviate towards
What the
cheaper
fuck is
decks are not
that?
gonna feel that they get their money's worth, right?
Exactly so.
Anything else
Okay,
on
well,
it?
Let me,
so-
let,
okay,
let me
so
read
like-
that. Nah, hold on. You trying to bug out? Hold on.
Somebody's not going out there, wouldn't you say that?
Oh,
they
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
They're getting their money's worth, isn't that the same thing with them?
They might not.
Listen,
Yeah, because that's the exact thing, but those people still will continue to play Malice.
Macampo's also a
They don't play
Not
Yu-Gi-Oh.
necessarily.
They don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fuck.
Hear me out. I don't think you've met enough
You
different.
play any of those,
Travelers, I just come here.
I met
That's
many
good.
players that will like they'll play a deck
Fight to add?
for a big event, and if they scrub out with that deck, they will literally sell it that event and get a new one.
What's the extra deck look like?
I've seen
Is
this
there extra deck?
many times.
Oh, well.
Do this.
Well, I guess the one thing that is factual is that again, you know, if they cook, you know, a big enough portion of the player base, if they do something so stupid, like so stupid that it kills you, it would just hurt. If they do something that bad, you know, they.
What about your Dark World? What about your other?
Are you winning?
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Wow,
Stop
we doing all that.
Stop playing.
What about your? Is that
Are
in?
you super focused right now? My fault.
Oh,
You striking
your
Banshee or
fire
no?
case. It's still there.
The Infernal
What about
Banshee that let you
the
add a pyro?
Odeon? You have an
Yeah,
Odeon?
maybe. What pyro he added? Do you know? Do you know?
It gotta be a fucking maybe Ryzeal fucking thing. I don't know.
Yo, that's bonfire at home.
What other monsters you play? What's that? This one. No, this one. This is back one.
Darius
Yeah,
Gum?
what's that?
Hey, why isn't he just come the past like 2 weeks? This week and last week?
What's the work? He was here yesterday.
Oh yeah, but after.
Work. That's all.
That's wild. That's wild.
Mitsurugi, no, okay. Cool. What about regular sauce? Something interfering.
35s?
You need to play 3 if you want to get back.
Pick them up when they were like 8.
Would you like me to? Oh, you already had it.
Oh, good. You got the cast here, that's you. Big booty.
Trash. It's so bad. Let's add this.
We have,
You went in? You strike.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, yeah, I did go on.
Yeah, come on now.
Pick him up.
So let me just read this.
Pick him up, Kevin. Oh, okay. Check the last time. Check the last time. I don't know if you lost in the special Fenrir,
Same with me.
special Ryzeal, Big Shangri-La, pass turn, Shangri-La effects, special unicorn.
I'm not saying that's a
See?
bad
It's gonna special and do something. Does it do something or it doesn't?
It
it
specials
just-
and bounces everyone's.
Was playing Argostar?
Yo, what if R2 does with the time when he gets cashed in on, like, right away?
Mhm.
You good.
No, did you see the media storm when R2 came to kick it?
And he says it's so good. You cut it.
Yeah, and then with the A. That shit had me weak. Yo, R2 took that ball pretty good.
Yes, he did. Everybody become world champion. Because for the first time.
I doubt they're gonna do that, but.
Nah, you should. Our truth should.
Does this have an effect you can activate right now?
I can put it back in the spell trap.
Little Jimmy.
R2 over the under.
I see.
He was very lucky though. Oh yeah. And you talking about like career wise, then I'm true not take him for sure.
Yeah.
Why you compare them to comedian what?
Chain.
Like he's lucky now. He's like one who used to having been fired yet.
Yeah, that he funny.
Normal.
Right, that's all you can think of.
He funny.
He just.
Well,
Well, I'm kidding. Cake quick.
Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they call it.
Former NWA champion. Was the WWE way back to World Wrestling Federation, was TNA, combat WWE as our truth.
You want to tell you what that TNA?
Yeah, the NWA. He's in pretty good shape.
Right, age like 50 something years.
That's what I'm saying, like he thinks Matt Alden, he's full of time.
Still then like he ate it all.
That's what I'm saying.
He looked the same that he was in 2003.
Anything?
You good.
And they mean, but they mean they black on crack, black on crack.
And he's a rapper too.
Yeah, I missed a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm killing this. You didn't check with
Hmm?
World. Oh, well,
Idle.
Before damage go.
should I do this?
0.
Should I?
Pass.
That's on you at this point.
Did I go in?
Is that target?
Where
Oh, I don't even know if I went in because I couldn't even activate
You went
this.
in when you shuffled.
Oh yeah, you're right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But then the opponent gets a draw point.
If you don't kill monsters, yeah, but.
Or if you just ash him outright.
You're just gonna kill them anyway.
Interesting.
Or if you ash him outright.
It's not my man.
Like, you know,
That's good.
Yeah, who's upset downstairs?
That's a crazy top down.
Was it you upset downstairs? You're on the ruckus. What? You get all the noise downstairs? What noise? Yeah, somebody's arguing. You and Chris arguing? For 3 weeks, whatever. Man, we've been in jail for 2 years. They touched my booty like Diddy.
hey, yo.
And R. Kelly was there last night.
Jane?
All that came out that motherfucker downstairs.
Chain.
Yeah, okay, young man?
I guess so.
He finally just started the story of after he gets smoked.
No, the fuck is the thing is
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Not to him.
Yeah, let me run this deck real quick.
So X. Put back X on top.
Right now. Who am I playing?
No one.
gonna watch you at 5 minutes.
It's your next turn, I guess.
Sure. You gotta play until 7:21.
Home stadium.
Am I allowed to
Yep.
shuffle this or no?
Same
Can I
game.
do my shuffle?
All that.
The power shuffle? No, probably like evil.
Oh, psychotic, bro.
See my shuffle once?
Back. I gotta get some groceries.
That. I'd rather
Is
do
this the
that.
fair? Is this the fair shuffle?
I'd rather do that than what he be doing.
Oh, where he does the this?
Yeah. I was looking at that. I said, you can be positive what you're doing. I don't care. Your money. Just clean that way. Positive.
Home. Mandatory effect.
Think you're that's gonna get rid of it. Then now we wanna get rid of it in like 2 cents because you're all upside down and backwards.
I didn't hear this sound, bro.
That's a beautiful sound.
This noise?
It's not one of those machines where you be in the office. You get paper.
Those are nice to have.
Yeah, for you, say that.
That'd be a fuck though.
Yeah, I have it. Negative.
Mine is like 18 pounds.
Put this shit in.
So my ocean one goes like bills. There's bigger ones.
How much am I at?
4,000.
How much are you at?
4,000.
Hey, Chris. You out of here?
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Standby.
Hmm?
Main.
That's actually nuts.
Oh wait, standby. Effect attached.
If you go second, that's without that.
What does it do again? Let me just read that shit.
Damn.
I know you could detach
So,
something and then depending on which
Yeah,
one it has.
So the monster banishes it, makes him banish himself at his turn. The trap must be take a card on the field and put on
You
top
go
of it.
second, you start this shit. Punch you in the teeth.
No, I don't.
I see.
You don't play one bravery charm for the shits and giggles?
Yeah.
No, so bro, you play one bravery charm, right? Because you search your argument or sparkling, and now what you do is that you put bravery charm on
Okay.
you.
Got 80 HP, boy.
You gotta discard the trap, right?
Yeah, I have to choose what I want to
You
attach.
know why? Because they
Both
put
are
bravery
against
on you.
one.
You knocked out the reverse.
Check out this weekend. Taking 8. Yeah. Oh, shut up.
Your call just draw better, bro.
Huh?
Like one card.
That's trash. Not yet. Put your loss.
So the
It's pretty much full combo on everything. I can't let that go either, so right. Where's the engraver at? Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll attach both.
Give it a go.
Monster. This.
And when it bounces this,
Top
and
of
then
the
the
deck.
gates, right? Oh,
Well, top of the deck, yeah.
normal?
Broken
There you got it. I needed I needed more grind cards. That was garbage.
6 prize cards. Top deck. Ugh.
Yeah, good. Oh my god, now
That's crazy. Wait, did you do that on that letter? No.
No, I did that
was
on-
last game. You did it on the
Banshee.
So what could I have done there then? Yeah, so that means I could have eclipsed twins. Damn, I'm stupid. Fuck.
This against Raging Bolt, you
I
might
could have eclipsed twins. Yeah, I could have eclipsed twins. Eventually, you're gonna out that shit. Then I could revive detonator, attach the duo drive, attach 2 more. Damn. Oh fuck, that's my fault for messing it up across game. Damn. I thought I got struck twice for some reason. I was still on game 1.
That shit is broken, this fucking... Yo, that
This shit is, dude, this deck is ass, bro. I had 1 shit today.